Marcel, Kevin Durant's former team, the Warriors, they in the finals. Kyrie Irving, former team, the Celtics, they in the finals. What does it say about KD and Kyrie that both of their former teams are in the finals?
It says nothing negative about either one of those guys. Wow, it's amazing how you could say this joke right here with such a straight face. This is laughable as an even question, let alone a conversation. But let's laugh at this. You know why? I know where we're going, and I'm already there. I'm waiting on you to show up because I know that someone out there at the barbershop, because it looks like you got crispy on me overnight, is sitting there saying, oh, the Celtics and the Warriors are in the championship without these supreme talents and players. Oh, that has to say something about them. Let me tell you, Boo-Boo the Fool, that you are Boo-Boo the Fool. It's one of those jokes that you hear and you start laughing before you really listen to it. You ever do that? You just start giggling because like that. Right now, you just did it. Like, yeah.
You know it's coming.
You know it's coming. Heller calls it low-hanging fruit salad. Like, you just get caught up in like, wait a minute, that's stupid. This is stupid. All right, let me give you examples because y'all are like, what you talking about, Marcellus? Shaquille O'Neal, good player, great player, all-time player, right? Top 5, top 10 player for sure. This happened to Shaq. Y'all gonna sit here now and tell me, oh, Shaq, you should have felt a certain way when the Lakers found themselves winning championships while Shaquille O'Neal was still in the league. No. But let's bring it home, big dog, because why are we going to stay in basketball? Oh, because we talking basketball. But I want to personalize this for you. Tell me if Joe Montana was any good. Ask Tom Brady. That was the only guy he had to surpass to become the GOAT, right? Joe Montana, while in the league, goes. Guess what happens? Oh, those San Francisco 49ers just run off 3 championships, and Joe Montana retired, right? Let's look at Brett Favre. Brett Favre's playing in the league. I got to go. Well, Aaron Rodgers shows up 3 years later, and he wins a championship. I'm giving you all-time greats. I'm giving you top 5, top 10, maybe top dogs that this happens to on their watch. So now, why are we going to try to indict Kyrie and KD in this moment? To me, it's a joke. That ain't really that funny.
That was almost a good take. Almost.
No.
And if I didn't pay close enough attention, it would have been a great take. But it wasn't. Here's the difference.
Okay.
Aaron Rodgers replaced Brett Favre. So it's not as though Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre were playing simultaneously.
No.
Rodgers replaced him.
Yeah.
Steve Young replaced Joe Montana. So it wasn't like Montana and Young were playing simultaneously. Steve Young replaced him. Steph Curry and Kevin Durant were playing simultaneously. So it's what does it mean? Let's get to the question.
What about the Shaq one?
What
You ain't doing the Shaq one.
I'll get to the Shaq.
Okay.
But what does it say about KD and Kyrie that both of their former teams are present? It says different things about the different individuals.
Ooh, let's go.
For Kyrie, he's just as much a detriment to winning as he is an additive.
I knew it.
And we got to assess that.
I knew it.
Kyrie hurts the team just as much as he helps one. Let's start first and foremost in Brooklyn. Kyrie this year in the playoffs, he played every game. They got swept. 4-0. Kyrie last year in the playoffs, he didn't play every game. And Kevin Durant got further without Kyrie than he did with Kyrie. Look at Kyrie in Brooklyn, y'all. Kyrie was not an additive to Brooklyn's success. With Kyrie, 15 and 19. Without Kyrie, 30 and 23. And look in totality, it's negligible. Kyrie is just as much a detriment to winning as he is an additive. Disregard Brooklyn. We don't even have to talk about now. We can talk about the history of Kyrie. Look at Boston. Y'all think I'm kidding. When Kyrie was in Boston and playing, they lost in the semifinals. But the year before Kyrie, they went to the finals. The year after Kyrie, they went to the finals. And once again, 2 years later, they are in the finals. It is as clear as day. Kyrie hurts a team as much as he helps a team when it comes to winning. Now, what does it say about Kevin Durant? Much different.
Be nice.
What it says about Kevin Durant is that his off-the-court decision-making is going to undermine his on-the-court success.
Okay.
That's really all it says.
That's nice. Okay.
Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that Kevin Durant hurt. No. But Kevin Durant's off-the-court decision-making, unfortunately, is going to undermine his on-the-court accolades. I would suggest that Kevin Durant would have 4 to 6 championships if he stayed in Golden State.
And healthy, yes.
That's what I would suggest. I would anticipate 4 to 6 championships. Instead, I believe Kevin Durant will retire with 2 championships. So Kevin Durant's off-the-court decision-making, his decision to leave Golden State, is going to undermine his on-court legacy. Because I would suggest and submit 4 to 6 championships and 3 to 4 finals MVPs if he stays in Golden State. So it says different things about the different individuals.
Okay.
For KD, it says, hey, off the court, your decision-making, it's fairly atrocious. For Kyrie, it says, hey, you actually hurt our chances of winning just as much as you helped them, if in fact you do help them. Think about LeBron, big dog. When Kyrie left, LeBron still went to the finals. Like, y'all understand, LeBron did without Kyrie essentially what he did with Kyrie. Now, for those that say, yeah, but with Kyrie, LeBron won a chip, absolutely. And Draymond Green got suspended in Game 5. That was a part of it. But LeBron still went in 18 to a chip. Did he get swept? Sure. But he also lost to that same Warriors team the year before with Kyrie. So what was the difference by having Kyrie and not having Kyrie? A game?
I can't talk to you.
Like, that's literally the difference in the Cleveland Cavaliers with Kyrie Irving and without Kyrie Irving was one game. Either lose 4-0 in the finals or lose 4-1 in the finals. So Kyrie Irving helped LeBron James one game in those last 2 years.
Oh, that's it? Okay. I knew it. Hey, I got a coin right here, heads and tails, but we're going to call it positive or negative. How is this coin going to land when we say, what does it say about Kyrie and KD? Is it something positive or something negative? Get off the fence. Pick one. Is it positive or negative?
For Kyrie, it's absolutely negative.
And for KD?
KD is negative off the court.
Ooh, negative. I knew it. Okay. I'm going to use something you just said. You said, well, if KD would have stayed in Golden State, he would have had 4 to 6, right?
6 in my mind.
Well, if Shaq would have stayed with the Lakers and Kobe, they would have had 11.
We got a lot.
Now, is this negative on Shaq or positive on Shaq that Shaq went somewhere else and still won a championship? And we never even have this conversation about Shaq in terms of negativity. It's interesting. We're using double standards. We look at Shaq and we don't have this conversation, but we're looking at KD right now and we're talking about it. Let me say something in defense of Kevin Durant.
Please do.
You ready?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Cupcake, you joined the champions. You soft cupcake. Okay, if that's true, y'all can't talk out of both sides of y'all mouth. Because guess what? If he joined a team that already won a championship before him, then he goes there and wins some and leads the team to finals MVP twice. And then he leaves and they go back to the championship. What's the problem? You go into a championship culture. You go into a place that already won before you, and they back there may win without you. What's the issue? Oh, the only way to be great in the NBA is to do it like Michael Jordan did it. When I'm there, we winning. When I'm gone, y'all can win. When I come back, we winning. When I'm gone, they ain't gonna ever win again, the Chicago Bulls. That ain't the only way up this mountain. So that's messed up that we're gonna use a double standard on KD that we don't use against Shaquille O'Neal. And certainly, we use a crazier standard for Michael Jordan. Now, let me defend Kyrie Irving, because this is another guy I respect to the fullest. He goes to a situation, the Boston Celtics. I understand that they're tied with the Lakers for the most championships ever. And all of them happened before we were born, it felt like, right? Modern era, they have won one championship in 35 years. Acho, I know how old you are. You're 31. They've won one championship, one. But Kyrie's supposed to show up, and here we go. Nah, they not only didn't go to a championship with Kyrie, when Kyrie left, they weren't even going to a championship with Brad Stevens. Then they said, Brad, come here. Come upstairs. Come here. Chill out on the lazy boy. Let's go get Ime Udoka, Mr. Nia Long. Oh, that's a good one. Coach of the year right here. All right. So we got a new coach, new culture. We have now remixed our formula, and we're going to indict Kyrie. Come on, Acho, you're doing what they do in politics. Elastic language. You're talking out of both sides of the mouth.
Let me clarify it then, because there's a little lack of clarity when I hear you talk. The reason it's not a double standard, the reason we don't condemn Shaquille O'Neal, because Shaq won again without Kobe.
Ah, great point.
The reason we don't condemn Kobe, because Kobe won again without Shaq.
Great point.
If you split, but the two of y'all go on the ball individually, there is no condemnation, because you both won, or at least one of you won. You've been in situations, you got an ex. Y'all break up. You start balling or keep balling. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at the breakup because you balling still or you balling now. I'm not mad that Shaq and Kobe broke up in totality because Shaq won again. For Kevin Durant, he hasn't won again. Steph Curry is at least in the finals. For Kyrie Irving, he hasn't won again. LeBron James obviously went back to the finals without Kyrie the next year, and then LeBron won another title, so LeBron's just on another level. But the real issue at hand for KD and Kyrie, why it is such a mar on their mentality and a mar on their legacy is y'all dipped and y'all didn't win again. So now y'all made dumb decisions unless your objective is not to win. If your objective is not to win, then, do whatever you want.
Do you?
But if you play basketball to win chips and you left, and the person you left has won and you have not, then it was dumb. So that's why it is an indictment on KD and an indictment on Kyrie, because very simply put, Sel, they got further away from their objectives, or what most people will call goals. They got further away from their goals by their decisions.
Oh, man, that was an amazing counterpunch. Now it's time for me to counter the counterpunch. Boston has the most championships tied with the Lakers, right? Kyrie leaves that situation, one, because we're not winning the championship, and two, let me go the path less traveled. Kevin Durant wins his championships in Golden State, feels like I'm not getting my full credit, or this will never be mine. Goes the path less traveled. To me, that's something that we should actually admire about those guys in this respect. They could have just stayed in situations that look like gravy. Even though Kyrie didn't have any fruit from his labor in terms of championships, Kevin Durant did, they could have stayed still and said, it's coming. It's going to keep coming for Kevin Durant. But they didn't. And instead of us respecting that decision, we want to undermine that decision, say, so go win. But did we do that to Brett Favre? Brett Favre kept playing. Did Brett Favre go win another one? No. But we don't kill his legacy. Did we do it to Joe Montana? He kept playing. Did we kill his legacy? So why are we going to do this to Kevin Durant and do this to Kyrie?
Don't do this to the viewers, Sel, because you are trying to manipulate the mind and the remembrance of the viewers. Brett Favre was over the hill. Joe Montana was over the hill. Brett Favre left, and I believe he went to I think he went to the Vikings and the Jets.
He went to Jets, yep.
But Brett Favre was pushing the mid-30s at the time. Before playing in your mid-30s was like the thing to do. Go ahead, sir.
No, wrong. When did John Elway win his first championship?
37, 38.
Man, stop it. 37 is not too old to win your
that was
first
an
championship.
outlier. That was not the norm.
He ain't lying.
The point being,
I ain't lying either.
Kyrie did not leave LeBron James at 38 years old when he was over the hill. Kevin Durant did not leave Golden State when he was over the hill. And we can't sit here and admire these players for, in the midst of their prime, choosing to selfishly leave teams because they want to be a star instead of staying in a place that would be better for their careers.
They're already stars.
They wanted to be the stars of their own team.
No, they wanted to do what Kobe Bryant said.
No, they want to be the stars of their own team. Don't get it twisted.
Well,
Kyrie Irving was tired of getting sunned by LeBron James, and Kevin Durant wanted to be the man.
Yeah, well, look, Kobe Bryant said it. I want to win, but I want to be the reason we win. What's wrong with that? We don't kill Kobe's legacy for that because I guess he won. But here's the thing. In the pursuit of trying to win that, people have done it and people have not. And we don't kill the ones who did not.
Let's have a real conversation.
We already have been.
Kobe ain't leave. You feel me?
Okay.
Shaq left.
Shaq left.
Kobe did not leave. Kobe wasn't like, I want to be the reason I win, so I'm going back to Charlotte.
But hold on.
No, Kobe ain't leave.
Hold on, let's go back to that moment when there was like a moment they say, Dr. Buss, hey, Kobe or Shaq. And Kobe put full efforts, they say, into saying pick one. Because then it was like Kobe to the Clippers, Kobe to the Bulls, potentially, whatever may happen. They couldn't coexist is the point. Kobe stayed, Shaq left, whatever it may be. But there was ammunition to divide those two. Did we kill Kobe? No, because he won, that's the only thing. But I've given you greats like Kobe that left and didn't win, and we don't kill them as well.
The only reason I am on Kyrie and I am on KD is because they left better situations. And for what? If KD and Kyrie were winning, I wouldn't say a word. Because now it makes sense. Because now it's like, you left and you won. But keep in mind, keep this in mind.
Oh, man.
Brett Favre didn't just want to dip. Brett Favre was trying to retire every day he got into the league. Brett Favre been contemplating retirement for 15 years. And then finally the Packers were like, hey, big dog, you can't keep holding us hostage. We got Aaron Rodgers on the bench for 3 years now. It's time for Rodgers to play.
You got to do that.
So it's not like Brett Favre was like, you know what? I'm gone, Green Bay. No. Brett Favre had been contemplating retirement, etc. Kevin Durant wasn't flirting with retirement. Kevin Durant was just like, I'm tired of being here. I want my own thing. Me and Draymond have been butting heads. Me and this organization have been butting heads. This team has stood behind Steph and stood behind Draymond, ain't stand behind me. Remember all that beef between the GM, KD, Steve Kerr has to be an intermediary? It's a completely different narrative. But the only narrative is this. If you're going to leave for a better situation,
it better be better.
Leave.
It better be better.
That's it.
But you don't know that. No guarantees in this world, man. Golly, I just see Jimmy Butler out there clank it on his last second shot, almost winning the series. And you know, every headline was like, oh my God, a miraculous play by Jimmy Butler almost single-handedly takes the Heat to the NBA Finals. And then when Kevin Durant has the big toe on the line and then they fall short, oh, man, Kevin Durant's made the wrong decision. It's that close, dog. Brett Favre went to the NFC Championship game. Tried, didn't win another championship, and we leave him protected. We're protecting Jimmy Butler. KD and Kyrie did something to the American populace, and I don't know what it is. Come on.